It's a question that every person in the world should ask: what would Dolly do? And her goddaughter Miley Cyrus figures that out in T-Mobile's Super Bowl spot. What happens if you're in a jam? What do you do when your back is against the wall? Where do you turn when all the chips are down? The answer is, and always will be, Dolly Parton. Such is the case for T-Mobile's commercial for Super Bowl 56. The commercial, according to previews, sees Miley Cyrus turn to Dolly in a time of trouble. "You got a voice, Miley," says Dolly while FaceTiming her goddaughter. "Use it." From there, Survivor's Eye of the Tiger kicks in, and Miley, inspired by such motivation, gets to work. "What would Dolly do?" asks Miley at the end of the teaser. "Good question, Miley." Dolly spoke highly of Miley in an exclusive interview with Hollywood Life about Dolly's line of Southern-style cakes and frostings with Duncan Hines. Dolly had nothing but good things to say when asked about Miley and Noah Cyrus singing Jolene at Miley's New Year Eve party. "Miley's been singing that for years and she did the 25th anniversary," she told Hollywood Life, "and we filmed that at Dollywood years ago. And then Noah is a fantastic singer. I just think the two of them together are just incredible. Noah's been having a lot of good success of her own, lately, and so they're also talented, Billy, Ray Cyrus, and his kids. I just think they're both great. So, I was real honored that they still take the time to sing my song. They love Jolene, and this worked out really good for them, and they sound great together." Dolly even hadn't suggested if Noah and Miley were to record their version of Jolene for a special 7 inches, maybe a charity single for Dolly's Imagination Library, for a future record store day. "Probably I Will Always Love You," Dolly tells Hollywood Life. "Because Jolene and I Will Always Love You, I wrote at the same time. Didn't even realize that until years later, and they are both on the same album, 1974's Jolene. One came out and then the other, but I think that would be a good A and B side, because those are two of my very biggest songs. So, that's what Dolly would do, Miley." Related gallery. Super Bowl Parties 2022, see photos of Halsey, MGK and more stars at the events. However, it should be noted that Dolly isn't Miley's godmother, technically. "I worked with Billy Ray for all those years, when he had achy breaky heart," Dolly said during a 2019 interview with SiriusXM's Just Ginny. "We just kind of gelled, 'cause we're both country kids. We had a lot of fun just talking about that. And then when Miley came along, I said, she's got to be my fairy goddaughter." However, Dolly told Good Morning America in 2009 that the title is honorary. However, that doesn't make it any less valid. "Her father's a friend of mine, and when she was born, he said, 'You just have to be her godmother,' and I said, 'I accept.' We never did do a big ceremony, but I'm so proud of her, love her, and she's just like one of my own."